In this video, I'm going to be showing you some sunflower tiered tray decor that I made, and for the first DIY, I am making a sign using this wood plaque that I got from Michaels. And to start, I'm going to paint it with some white paint. I'm going to use this Christmas wood truck ornament from Dollar Tree for this sign, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the Christmas tree off from the back of the truck. And then I painted the truck using this navy blue color. Then I used some light gray paint and dry brushed this onto the truck to distress it. And to finish up painting this truck, I painted both of the wheels black. Now that I'm done painting the truck, I'm going to glue it onto the sign, and I am going to glue it towards the bottom of the sign instead of the center because I'm going to be putting some sunflowers in the back of the truck and also a word at the top. And I'm using these tiny sunflowers that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put these in the back of the truck. So I went ahead and used my scissors to cut 3 of them off from the stem. And then I glued them on so that it looked like the 3 sunflowers were sitting in the back of the truck. And to finish up this sign, I wanted to put something above the truck to fill in that space. So I used my Cricut to cut out the word sunflowers and put this on top of the truck to finish up this sign. For the next DIY, I'm going to be using these wood cubes that I got from Dollar Tree, and you're going to need 4 of these wood cubes to make this DIY. So I'm going to start by painting all 4 of them with some white paint. And then you're going to glue all 4 of the wood cubes together. So I started by gluing 2 of them together and did this twice, and then stacked them on top of each other. For my wood cube stack, I wanted it to say love, so I used my Cricut to cut out large letters for the letters L, V, and E, and you don't need to use your Cricut to make the letter O because this is going to be a sunflower. Another idea that you could use is to have it spell out home instead. Once you have your letters L, V, and E applied, go ahead and add your sunflower to the block where your letter O should be. And that's it for this DIY. It was pretty quick and easy, but I really like how this one turned out. For the next DIY, I'm going to be using this super cute sunflower paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to apply it to this wood heart. And so I went ahead and traced out the wood heart onto the paper and then cut this out. To apply the paper to the wood heart, I put some Mod Podge directly onto the wood heart and then spread this out with a paintbrush to get a thin layer. That way the paper won't wrinkle. And once I had the Mod Podge evenly spread out, I placed the paper on top, and that was it for this DIY. It was super quick. I did place a Dollar Tree Jenga block on the back of the heart to help it stand up on my tiered tray so that it won't fall over. For the next DIY, I am going to use one of Dollar Tree's wood crates to make a book stack. And as you can see, I started painting the top of the book stack with a yellow color, but it was a little bit too dark, so I decided to repaint it with a lighter shade of yellow. And for the middle book of the book stack, I'm going to go ahead and paint this white. And finally, for the bottom book of the book stack, I'm going to go ahead and paint it with this brown color. And for the saying for my book stack, I decided to apply the saying sunshine and sunflowers. So I used my Cricut to go ahead and cut out these words and then applied them onto each layer of the book stack. And finally, to finish up this book stack, I'm going to go ahead and wrap some twine around the left side of it a couple of times and then tie it in a bow at the top. And I decided to also add one of these sunflowers to the middle of the bow, and I got these sunflowers from Hobby Lobby. The last DIY that I made for this sunflower tier tray set was a beaded garland, and I used this wood flower from this wood icon pack that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put this on the wood tag that I tied to the end of the beaded garland. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this wood flower yellow. And then I glued the painted wood flower onto a wood tag. And I decided to add the saying all you need is love onto this wood tag as well. Here is what the wood tag looked like after I added on the saying, and I just quickly hand wrote this using a Sharpie. And then I strung on all of my wood beads onto my beaded garland with a twine tassel at the other end. And for the bead colors, I used the same ones that I used for my book stack, so everything matches. And once I had all of my beads strung onto the twine, I went ahead and tied on the wood tag that I made onto the end of the beaded garland. And the last thing that I did to finish up this beaded garland was add a sunflower onto the twine tassel at the other end. And this isn't really a DIY, but I did add it to my tiered tray, so I wanted to show it. But I added some more of these sunflowers that I got from Hobby Lobby into this cute little bucket and placed it on my tiered tray. Here's a look at the finished sunflower tiered tray set with everything all put together.